Hello there, it's Project Polish update time, and I have really good progress on half of my project and almost no progress on the other half of the project. So let's start with the not very exciting side. As far as the polishes that I'm trying to finish, I made almost no progress. So there are 3 polishes that I am working on. If I'd grabbed those earlier, we could have avoided the awkward cut in there, but alas. So I'm working on 2 toppers, the first of which is Extraterrestrial from Wet n Wild. And here is my line from not last month, but 2 months ago. And I could make a new line, but it would be touching the green line. I've made so little progress on this. It is ridiculous. Now toppers I find tend to go a little bit slower for me anyway, because you don't go in with 3 coats of a topper generally, but I don't think it should be going quite this slowly. Because I was seeing such slow progress on that one, I brought in a second topper that I thought would go a little bit quicker. This is from Leisha's Lacquer, and it's Ions of Neon. I did not mark this in the last video, which is when I brought it in, but I did mark it today, and I am, well, there's a fill line. It's not an impressive fill line, but it's there. I'll be interested to see next month when I make another mark, because I am making another mark next month. How much lower it is, and if I'll have a good idea of how long it'll take me to finish this polish at that point. Because this is really pretty. I put it over a bunch of polishes that I'm rolling in today to show you guys, and it looks cute over each and every one of them. And then the last polish is Big Apple Red from OPI, and I thought I was going to be able to make another mark today because I've used this at least 3 times this month that I can remember. I used it on my fingers once, I've used it on my toes twice. I couldn't make a new mark, so I don't know what's going on with that. I mean, it is just ever so slightly lower, but it's the same problem that I had with the Wet n Wild. If I made another mark, it just looked like one really thick blob on the polish. So I'll just continue using this. Hopefully I'll be able to make a new mark next month, and hopefully now that I am past this widest part of the bottle, progress, or at least visual progress, will be a little bit quicker. And now we get to the fun part of this video, which is I used all 5 of the polishes that I had in to reach 4 uses on. They're 4 times. So I get to roll in a bunch of new polishes this month. But first, let's go through the ones that I did wear. So first we have this Color Club polish in Made in Malibu. It is a bright pink. I don't even think this shows up as pink on camera as it looks in person. And it has these iridescent glitters that are really kind of chunky in them. I wore this on my toes. I think I had it at 3 uses in the last video, so I only needed to wear it 1 more time. And I've actually had this out of the project for like 4 weeks at this point. I did reach that goal very quickly. Next we have Como Te Llamas from Leisha's Lacquer. This is a white crelly with black glitters in it. I wore this in the cutest little Skittle Mani this month. I will put a picture of it up. I just thought it was too cute. I also wore it once with one of the next polishes we'll talk about, Rocky from Zoya. Like just every other nail white, every other nail blue. It was really cute. I don't know what it is about that color combination, but it just felt very summertime and cute, and they worked really well together. I think the fact that this is very blue and this has just that drop of gray blue in it made them mesh really well. I actually have this on my toes right now, and it doesn't, I don't love it on my toes. Though I think that's just kind of how the glitters ended up. I have a weird line on one of the toes where just a bunch of glitters ended up for some reason. Not sure I'm a fan of that. But in general, this is a really pretty polish. I have made really good progress on it too. Now I've shaken it up, but I am about halfway through the bottle. I think this line of glitter is about where the fill line is now. So I have used this thing and I've greatly enjoyed it. We've already talked a little bit about Zoya Rocky. I really enjoyed pairing this with quite a few of the different polishes that I had in. It's featured in that Skittle mani I showed earlier. I also did a really cute mani with the Cuticula polish, Cold Hearted, and this, where I layered, I think, 2 coats of the Zoya, 1 coat of the Cuticula, and then I used little penguin and orca stickers on my nails. Worked out a lot better than any actual meeting of penguins and orcas would, so that's good at least. Wasn't an absolute bloodbath. It was really cute. I quite liked that. And I really love this shade. I just think it's a pretty, like, Aegean blue. It just has a little bit of green in there. Something interesting while still definitely being a blue. And though this is, you know, sort of a teal leaning shade, I don't think it's quite teal. I think this is still very blue. It doesn't stain my nails, which is much appreciated. Like I said, I used the Cuticula polish 4 times as well in Cold Hearted. This is pretty. It's not a shade that I like wearing on its own though. I like using this as a topper. I used it a couple of times with different stencils and I thought that was nice. I would put down another shade. Actually, I think it was usually Zoya Rocky, and then I would add a design on top using the Cuticula, then I would put the stencil down and use Cuticula on top to make the design. That worked really well. I thought it looked nice. And I did that with the Wet n Wild Fast Dry AF in Out of Pistachios as well. And I thought it looked nice. I also did a little Under the Sea manicure where I used this on all of my nails. I put some scales on some of the nails using the Cuticula, and then I had little lobster and seahorses. I have little stickers of those that I stuck on my nails. Hopefully I have a picture of that one too. But I liked it. It was kind of silly, kind of weird. This effect of the scales was pretty subtle, but I enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. So I have finished my 4 uses on 5 different polishes. Because bringing in 5 polishes seemed kind of daunting, I decided to just bring in 4, and then hopefully I'll be able to roll like 2 out in next month's update, and then I'll just need to choose 3 and be back to 5. That's my plan anyway. We'll see how it pans out. So let's go through the polishes. The first one that I am bringing in is what I am wearing today, and I am counting this as one of my uses. This polish is gorgeous. This is Dream Girl from IL&P. It is like an orchid. On me, I feel like on camera it's showing a little more purple. In person, it feels a little bit more pink. It's almost the same color as my wall back here, actually. It has the most beautiful hollow shine. It's incredibly smooth on the nails. I think this is stunning. I took a little video earlier outside in the sun, and you can just see how incredibly holographic it is. It is mesmerizing. I love this. I think it's beautiful. Next we have the Last Mile from Context. This is a light pink beige shade. It's actually pretty decent skin tone match for me. Probably a little bit more yellow than my skin is. I think this will be a fun base for stickers or for glitter toppers. I don't foresee myself wearing this on its own, but maybe I'll surprise myself. I don't know that I've ever gotten great use on this polish. I know I've used it a couple of times, but no time like the present, huh? I think I can do some fun things with that. Same goes for this Pear Nova polish. This is in Trip Around the Sun. It is a yellow cream. This is a very pigmented yellow cream. I was quite surprised. I put this on the swatch wheel and I only put one coat, though it was probably a thicker coat that I would ever actually apply to my fingernails. And it was opaque on the swatch wheel in one coat, which makes me think that on my fingers it would probably be 2 coats to opacity, which is still really impressive for a light yellow shade. I thought that there might be something cute I could do with these 2 colors. I feel like these could mesh really well, and I have not used this Pear Nova on my nails before, so I'm looking forward to seeing what it can do. And then as my last polish, I wanted to pull in something a little bit more fall, so I brought in this Essie Quick Dry in Bold and Be Bold, which is sort of bridging between red and orange. Can't quite decide if it's a red or an orange, but I generally think more red. However, I'm going to show you the swatch wheel here, and on the swatch wheel, it definitely looks orange, probably because I put it next to Big Apple Red from OPI. But here we have the shades that I am going to be working on. So we have The Last Mile, Trip Around the Sun, Bolt and Be Bold, Big Apple Red, and Dream Girl. And then on the cream polishes, I have added a little bit of Ions of Neon at the tip, just to give myself an idea of how the glitter would work with all of these shades, and I think it looks really nice. I think I could happily use that glitter with any and all of these colors and quite enjoy it. So that's promising. Hopefully I will have really good progress to show you next month. I just want to be able to make new marks on the polishes that I'm trying to finish. I feel like I've been at a standstill, even though I really did use some of the polishes. I used the Ions of Neon glitter, which I was able to mark, but hadn't marked previously, so I don't have a good sense of how far I actually got. And on Big Apple Red, I used that a few times, and I was surprised that I wasn't able to mark it again. So hopefully next month we have lots of new marks to make. We have a couple of polishes to roll out, but I'm still having fun with this project, even if I'm not seeing great progress. So it's all good. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope I see all of you in the next one. Bye, guys.